Hi everyone, my name is Alicia, and I believe that there are no boundaries, no limits, no restraints at all when it comes to how God chooses to speak with us, His created. That being said, I am a living testimony that God can and God does speak to humans through photography. At the age of 14, I got my very first job at a fast food restaurant. And that job became the open door or the avenue for me to get my first phone, which had a camera. Quick disclaimer, by no means was it a fancy phone. This was before the age of smartphones and touchscreens and all that stuff. I think the camera at the time was about 5 megapixels, if so much, but to me it didn't really matter. I used those 5 megapixels in all its glory until I was able to get a better phone. And by better, I mean Blackberry Pearl. And then from there, a Bold, and then iPhone 4, I think, when I was graduating high school. To me, it didn't really matter, just as long as I had something in my hands that I can use to capture a moment or document things. I would say that's one of my favorite things about photography, is that it allows me to document something in a moment of time and capture a scene. One of my favorite things is looking back at old photos to see how far I've come as a person, how far my family have come, and how far humans as a whole have come. I love looking at old photos. In university, I became aware that God had a deeper meaning or a deeper purpose behind the photos I would take. I realized I would be going along my merry way when He would compel me to stop and take a photo. And oftentimes the item or the scene that He would stop me to take on the surface seemed plain, it seemed mundane. It was nothing to write home about. And oftentimes people would ask me, Alicia, how did you even see this? How did you stop? How did you capture this? Like, what is it about this scene that spoke to you? And truthfully, it wasn't me. It really was not me. It was God stopping me and allowing me to take that photo. And I realized when I would go over the photo later in post-production that He would reveal the reason why He had me take the photo. Oftentimes there was a principle He wanted me to learn. Oftentimes there was a situation going on in my life that He needed me to pay attention to or address. I would like to provide an example of a photo I took one day in May 2020. On that particular day, I happened upon what appeared to be a construction site where the road was dug up and asphalt put in a large heap. Around the same time, I had finally gotten the courage to bring up a problem that I had noticed developing from the week prior, since by that point, the problem was too big to handle on my own. When I finally told the person the issue, they let me know that a factor on their end is what caused the problem I had seen, and they thanked me for letting them know it was impacting me. One of the many lessons from the photo and my situation was that if there is a problem that involves myself and another party, letting the other party know earlier when the issue is still small or young gives them an easier time to work on a fix. So similar to the significant effort that would need to be undertaken to make the road whole again, significant effort in my case had to be undertaken in order to repair the issue that I had identified. Thank you so much for listening to my story and my testimony, and I hope I've inspired you to really and truly listen to the still small voice and to pay attention to the ways that God speaks to you. God is alive and well, and He's forever speaking to us. It's for us to hearken to His voice and to listen.